Yo, what's up, guys? Dante here, back with another video today. Today I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts, my perspectives on what happened at the end of the SEC title game in the women's game between South Carolina and LSU. Most of you guys, if you're sports fans, you probably heard about everything what happened. Um, so, long story short, excuse me. Um, LSU was trying to make a comeback. There was a turnover. There was a foul, and the foul got a little chippy at the end. And then for some reason, um, one of the LSU players, I don't know what it was. I guess the emotions got the best of her. She essentially shoulder checked someone, and the South Carolina girl was it was right in front of the ref too, which is weird. And the ref didn't call anything. Um, And to be fair, I don't think it was enough to call a foul at that point. But I can get why the South Carolina girl was asking for a foul because the play was dead. Nothing. I mean, there was some yapping, but I mean, I don't know. I guess from her perspective, that should have been a foul. I don't think that should have been a foul, and they didn't call a foul. Now, what's important is what happened after that. After she shoulder checked that girl, as she was walking towards her sideline, we all know about Cardozo. She's the big girl for South Carolina. Uh, she took she she essentially almost came from like the mid range point of, if you see it right here. So essentially from like right here all the way here, like full speed, and just body checked it. And then that's when she fell, and all hell broke loose. And then there was someone that jumped out the stands, and security had to get involved. It was a whole big mess. Um, so essentially, what happened after that? The bench is cleared. Um, Nothing really happened at that point. Like it kind of came and went. But then the ref spent like 15. Cause I watched it live when it happened. They spent like 15 minutes trying to figure out how they're going to assess the fouls. And I was thinking, this is taking too long. We already know what you got to do. You got to assess double text, and then you got to hit Cardozo with a flagrant, and then we move on from there. And then what they did, they just did double text, and they ejected everyone. so they essentially they ejected both sidelines, and they pretty much had to play 5-on-5 for like the next 2 minutes of the game. Now, luckily, that didn't make a big difference because at the end of the day, South Carolina won anyway. But we can only imagine this had been a closer game, and both teams had no bench. Who knows how that could have impacted the game. So real quick, I just want to break this down. So I'm gonna do play by play. So this is what happened. So at the 2:10 mark, I think right here, that was flau'jae. Okay, so that was flau'jae Johnson. She got the ball stolen from her. Now, when the ball got stolen, she did what she's supposed to do. She held that girl to keep her from advancing, so she wouldn't get an easy bucket. Okay. Now you can say right there that was a little excessive, the little twirl, but she's got to do whatever she can to stop her from having a fast break. No problem. All right. So then they got a little chippy, and then right here, as you can see, they get into it a little bit, whatever. And then she bumped her for no reason. That didn't make any sense. I saw the replay. They were yapping. She was yapping to all of them after it happened. Whatever. Some trash talk, some yapping. Who cares? Even that little shoulder check. That shoulder check ain't nothing. That's benign. That ain't nothing. But this is what happened. So look at where she is. She's at mid court. This right here is Cardozo. She is at the 3-point line. Now, in football terms, that's what are we looking at? That's probably like I'm really bad at math equivalents. That might be about 5 yards. So she got a 5 yard running start, and then what we're about to see. Oh, they didn't. Okay, so they so the camera went away from her, but you can see, you saw her, right? What happened? Look. She was getting ready to go at her, and we see Angel Reese. Now people were talking about Angel Reese didn't get into it. Well, during that play, the play before, she was hobbling down the court. She was in no position to be doing anything. That's why she was standing way out there. She was about to go and sit down on the sideline and get her, I guess, her ankle looked at. So then all the benches cleared. And this right here, you see this guy right here. This is the security guard. I was very confused. Like, security out there, he was really about to do his job. I didn't see the guy that jumped in at this when this first happened. It took me multiple. So you see it right here. Right, you'll see it right here. He's pushing this guy like right here. Now, come to find out, that is flau'jae Johnson's brother. Now, when I saw the multiple replays, I had to look at this like 3 times to figure out why the ref jumped over the scoring table. And I was like, who is that guy? And I was like, that can't be no rando, because that had to be like somebody she knew. Like, that had to be like an uncle or a brother or a cousin, somebody she knew. Because no random person would just jump over to get into this unless they just really wanted to get some attention. Um, so we find out that's flau'jae Johnson's brother. And you see the headline right here. He got arrested after the tussle. I mean, yeah, obviously they had to arrest him and kick him out and do whatever. In my opinion, I don't think you press charges or do anything. I don't think you do anything to him. You probably trespass him. I guess you trespass him from the arena. I guess, but I mean that means very little because this is a neutral site. So I don't think he'd have any reason to come to come back to this arena anyway. But I mean, I don't think anything's going to happen to him. I don't think they'll probably hit him with a fine, trespass him, and we'll move on from this. But it was very weird because I first saw it. I was like, this guy is out here. Like, what is he doing? What is he expecting to accomplish from jumping out here in front of a bunch of ladies? I can understand now. This always it was. I get his. I get his. I get his mentality to go out there and protect his sister. But at the same time, there are no men in this scrum other than the referee. So, like, what are you? What are you going to do? What you going to fight the girl? I mean, I get you want to protect your sister, but what you going to you can't swing on these girls. Come on, man. What you going to do? You can't put your hands on them. If it's between them two, let them two handle it. Everybody was getting out there. They was trying to get in front, break it up. And like I said, this didn't last that long, really. This was like all in like a 20, 30-second span, and then they kind of separated, and then, you know, that's when the referees were at the scoring table for like 15 minutes trying to figure out how to assess fouls. Yeah, see, everyone's running it separate, and then it gets separate. Like I said, look, 22 seconds, that all that, and it's all done. LSU really did clear the bench. You still had a whole bunch of South Carolina players. All right, so here you go. So this is a better angle. So here you go. So this is the steal. All right, she pulls, hold, whatever. You got to make the foul to stop the clock. I ain't got no issue. And that right there, I don't mind this because she's upset. She got the ball stolen. It is what it is. She hit the first person she saw. It is what it is. She should have held on to the ball, but I understand her frustration. And then, like I said, Cardozo, from the other angle, she was all the way at the 3-point line. She's got to run from the 3-point line to half court to knock this girl out. And the ref did. The ref was about to. The ref actually saved her because the ref didn't get. The ref was about to go and talk. I think she was about to go over there and like calm her down and talk to her because she saw. He's like, hold on, chill, 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 and that's when she ran up there. And then you see number 10, come in late. Now I gotta give her credit. Um, Cardozo had very good restraint not to knock both of them out because she could have easily knocked the ref and her out, and that would have been a bigger mess. But luckily, she went around her and hit her, and then and then it boom, and then Van Lift got in, and then you see it from hit this angle, the brother jump in right there, and then he bumped into her, and I'm like, bro, what are you going to do? I don't understand. What are you going to do? Like I said, you can't put your hands on her. Yeah, because she's jawing. She's happy, of course, because they about to win the game, and then boom, and then the whole world. And it wasn't even that big of a scrum. It was like real talk. It was like four of them. And this ref ain't know because he was like, "What's going on?" Because he's facing the other way. This was the ref that was trying to calm flau'jae down, and then Cardozo came and smacked her, and then Van Lift got in and gave her push, and then she's right here. She's like, "Calm down, it's over. We're about to win the game." And then that security guard is a champ, bro. Look how he when I saw this live, the way he jumped over the scoring table, I was like, my man, that's what's up. Apparently, though, the brother, I think he was with like two other people because there's another angle. I don't know if they show it. There's another angle because he's the first one to get down. There's two other guys in the stand. They were about to jump over the railing until the security caught them. I guess they weren't quick enough to get out there. But yeah, man, that was just some crazy stuff. I think okay. So this is probably the best angle right here, where you see the two guys about to jump in. So the brother that man, damn, he Olympic sprint over that thing. But there's two other guys right here, right there. See the dude in the red. They caught him. They was like, no, 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 nope, nope, nope. Get your ass back here. They caught him. There was this dude right here and this other dude right here. They caught. They're like, nope, nope, nope. Get your ass back over there. And then this is her. She's essentially breaking it down. It was double text. They essentially ejected everyone that left the bench. So both teams essentially went down to 5 players. And then no, well, ejection disqualified. Officially, they ejected Cardozo. She was the only official ejection. Everyone else got, I guess, DQ'd because they left the bench. But they spent like 15 minutes trying to figure out how to assess these fouls. And it's not like it made a difference. Both teams shot 2 free throws. The only thing is LSU got the ball back, which was supposed to happen. And then the game continued as is, and then South Carolina won. But the reason I wanted to, I just want to give my thoughts and break down what exactly happened because they're talking about suspending Cardozo. I don't think that all this is not enough to suspend it. This is, like I said, this incident was very benign. It is not enough to suspend it, bro. Come on now, let's be real. We have seen worse stuff. We have seen worse things happen on a no. We have seen worse things happen on courts every day, college and pros, and they don't suspend them guys. I mean, the only time they start suspending guys is when there's an actual fight. Like a tussle is not enough to get a tussle should not be enough to get you suspended. I don't think they should suspend her. But if they do suspend her, it's not going to be no more. They probably suspend her for like a game. Which I mean, okay, whoop de freaking do. She gets suspended for the 1 versus 16 game, which they'll blow them out by like 60 points. So she's not going to miss anything. All she's doing is getting some extra rest. Hell, you can if you really wanted to, you can suspend her for 2 games. She misses the first round, or she misses the first day. Okay, she's back for the round of 32. I think they could survive 2 games without her if it gets to that point. I don't think they should suspend her, but the NCAA does very baffling things, so I would not be surprised. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about. I wanted to get that off my chest. I wanted to talk about this because this was very crazy, and I can see where I've been like the last few years. You can kind of understand and see why the women's game has grown so much in popularity. I've thought about this for the longest time. A lot of the times with women's sports, it's just not it's not enough physicality, like not just in the game, but like in general. Like there's not enough trash talk, it's not enough getting in your face, getting down and dirty, you know, real physical play. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's the same when it comes to like soccer. Um, I guess really just soccer and basketball are the biggest two women's sports because there's no women's football. But yeah, man, something you need that tenacity, you need that grit. Some of the best games you've ever watched. If you're a sports fan, the best games you probably ever watched in your life probably had like some of the craziest non gameplay moments. Like let me see. I'm trying to think. I don't want to go all the way back to like Malice in the Palace because that was just ridiculous. That right there, that incident is why we got a lot of the rules nowadays in the NBA. I'm trying to think like football. There's been plenty of them. Um, like we seen like I don't know why he did this, but there was like a Richard Sherman, and he went up against oh my god, what's big man Trent Williams, and I mean I'm glad he survived, but why are you talking trash to that man? I mean. That's great. You're not scared, but like there are physical ramifications when he swings on you and connects. You know that's a big man. That's a lot of power. You don't want that to happen. Um, and not even just from a physical side, but just some of the trash talking. Like you hear like old school trash talking in the NBA. The Richard Sherman thing where you talk about the sorry receiver with Michael Crabtree. Um, you know, in boxing, you got the two boxers. You know, they got the little media days where they go back and forth and jaw at each other. So sometimes you just need some of that. I love the game. I love women's basketball because it's a lot more fundamental based because they can't do the crazy athletic physical stuff that the men can do. So you got to subsidize that by being better technical. And there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you want to see a little bit of pizzazz. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I want to say. Um, NCAA, do not suspend Cardozo. Let her be. We'll let Dawn Staley handle that, but there's no reason to suspend that girl. Um, let the two coaches, let Moki handle her girls, let Staley handle her girls. They'll be fine. They'll be back next week. I guess next Thursday, right? For the tournament, and this will be whatever. And if one of these two teams win the title, this will be a great moment in history. You know, you look back at it like you remember that game, and you remember that game March 10th, 2024, when LSU and South Carolina got into a tussle, and it was like, oh man, that was a great game. You know what I'm saying? Like LSU comes back and be like, dang, man, that game, you know, that the SEC title game, we was down and we was hurt and we beat up, and we lost to the better team, but hey, we got back together. We won. It came back and we won the title, and they became back to back champions. Or you flip the other way in South Carolina. Man, that was a game we really came together. We gelled, and we really our bond got stronger, and we took it down towards, especially if it's suspender. You'd be like, dang, we lost our best player, but we bounced back, we handled business, and we came back and we won the title, and we got Dawn Staley her third title. There's a lot of different scenarios that can happen going forward. A lot of different headlines that can go forward if these teams go far and they win the title. So yeah, we need a little bit more of this. I'm not saying full on fights, but just a little bit more tenacity. It's not a bad thing. Aggression and tenacity and grit, physicality, those aren't inherently bad things. You need some of that in sports. It's not a bad thing. But yeah, as always, went on long. I didn't think I had this much to say. I didn't think I had this much to say about this. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about this, what you thought about this game. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.